Hello, my name is Flora Anne and I'm a real estate developer by profession. I've undertaken various housing projects. I'm into building fine living and workspaces. What makes a house beautiful or attractive as a place to live or work in? More importantly, what do you as an individual find more attractive in a building? Be it an office, a home, play area or a temple. Is it the exterior or the interior? Unique in their combination of form and function, durability and aesthetic value. I'm talking about the product of Royal Ceramics, from the stable of West African Ceramics, the foremost maker of ceramic tiles in the West African sub-region. Royal tiles come in three major variants, namely ceramics, vitrified and digital tiles. Before laying your very first tile, you have to make sure you have at hand all the tools and materials you will need to execute a first-class job. Here is the list of tools you will need. Now let's talk about preparing the surface on which you intend to lay your tiles. Here, we will talk about laying tiles on a new evenly screeded surface. Professionals usually prefer tiling over a mortar, also called mud or thin-set base, because it prepares the original floor with a solid, level base that results in an extremely durable finished floor. Working with mortar is more difficult. However, it requires experience to properly mix and level it on the floor. Check to see that the subfloor is flat and level. Fill any low spots and cracks in the concrete subfloor with concrete patching compound. For wood flooring, make sure the subfloor is dry, rigid and securely attached to the joints. Never apply your tiles directly to a plywood or a wood subfloor. Instead, cover the subfloor with cement baker board using corrosion-resistant screws. If you have low door jambs, trim the bottom of the door jambs so the tile will fit under them. To do this, either use a handsaw or jam saw. Measure the length of each wall and the diagonals from corner to corner. The room is square if the opposite walls are the same length and the diagonals match. Draw chalk lines on the floor parallel to the walls to act as guides for laying your tiles. Check the surface, it should not be wet. Use tiles of low porosity which does not retain water. Use Royal adhesive to stick the tiles to the surface. You may ask, why use Royal adhesive rather than sand mixed with cement, as some do? Well, Royal adhesive has the following advantages over sand cement. It is fast and efficient. It is easy to use. All you need is to mix it with water. It has better bonding strength. It can be grouted within 24 hours without waiting for the moisture to evaporate. It can be applied on existing tiles as well as many special substrates like polished cement, drywall, system, etc. It has a thinner layer, so less load on your structure. First step, mix up a Royal adhesive in a 5-gallon bucket using a mixing paddle choked into a low-speed drill. Always put water first. Be sure to use the correct ratio of water to Royal adhesive. Use 25 to 28% water for the amount of adhesive used to achieve a consistent paste. Make up only as much Royal adhesive as can be worked in 15 to 20 minutes. again for achieving homogeneity in mixture. By dividing the room into quadrants, you can begin tiling from the center point using your lines as a guide. Before you apply mastic and install the tiles, do a dry run to check your layout and make any necessary adjustments. Lay out enough tiles along your lines to reach the walls in each direction. Use spacers between the tiles. Dry run is very important for superior tile laying. If the rows end with full tiles close to the walls, you may be able to avoid making any cuts by adjusting the spacing slightly. Use a notch trowel to spread the adhesive evenly on a small area where you will start laying the tile. Position the tile in the adhesive bed along the guidelines and place into place with uniform rotating motion of hand using palette to snag and place the royal tiles appropriately. Here comes royal grout. After the tiles are laid and royal adhesive are set, you need to fill the joint with innovative royal grout. Grout may be used on joints. Clean the joint to remove any dust and debris before filling out with grout. I strongly advise that as well as our world-class ceramic tiles, you also use royal adhesive and grout for the perfect finish that adds finish to your living or workspace. Royal adhesive, tile gum and grout gap fillers are top quality products produced with the most modern machineries. Before filling, you need to mix the grout with the recommended amount of water in a 5-gallon bucket using a mixing paddle and power drill. Allow to sit for 5 to 10 minutes, then stir again. Apply the grout with a rubber float, dragging it across joints at a 45 degrees diagonal angle. After you have filled the joints with the grout, allow the grout to set for a few minutes, then wipe off any excess using a damp sponge and a bucket of clean water, working at an angle to the tiles. Wring the sponge out frequently and keep the water clean.
As a personal end user of tiles and a professional, I know what it takes to ensure quality of the workmanship using the normal mixture of sand and cement for laying of the tiles. And I've been using it for the last 15-20 years. However, I feel more pleased and happy when about some few months ago, I learned that Royal Ceramic has now introduced the grout, which is more professional, cheaper and safer and more qualitative. So I'm very happy I've tried it, and it's much better and more easy to use.
Thanks for watching. We certainly hope you spread the word and invite others to learn the methods and techniques we have shared in this video.